At our company, there's a super beautiful receptionist. Hey! You want to go out for dinner tonight? Yeah, come on, at least once.
No thanks.
Miss Mina Ikuto. In her second year at this company, she's the woman that's regarded as the most beautiful woman in the company, according to all of the male employees. And it's true. She definitely has an appearance that 100 out of 100 people would call beautiful. However,
I'm not interested in any of you, so...
She was also famous as the coldest woman in the company. She's sinking them all again. My name's Haruma Isagi, and I was watching this scene from afar. I mean, I would consider it if I thought I had a chance, but I definitely don't think I would ever have a chance against someone that cold. When she first entered the company, she wasn't like that though. And yet, now, this was her. Well, it was none of my business anyway. Even though the Ice Queen and I entered the company at the same time, we were in different departments, and we've only spoken a number of times. And that was probably at the company party or 1 or 2 happy hours maybe. And that's why there was no way I could cut in either. Well then, time to go out for my meetings today. I did a little stretch, and I walked out of the entrance of the building. Man, today's meetings were exhausting. They were. As he said that, my senior colleague stretched. External meetings were always hectic. That's because we put everything on the line for a client that we don't even know if we'll get. And well, thanks to that, the drinks keep flowing. When I get home today, I think I'll drink a beer that I bought by the box. By the way, I'm actually getting married soon. Are you serious? I couldn't hide my shock at the words that suddenly came out of his mouth. I knew that my senior had a girlfriend, but I wasn't expecting marriage. Congratulations! Oh, thank you. About that, I have a small favor to ask you, Haruma. Well, what could that favor be? Wait a minute. Don't tell me it's a speech at the wedding. That would be a little bit of a problem. Even if I am your cutest junior colleague, a speech is too embarrassing. I wanted you to go get a marriage certificate from the city office. Yikes! My misunderstanding was embarrassing! Why should I have to go get the marriage certificate? I'm pretty sure things like this shouldn't be left in the hands of others. Well, both she and I can't go to the city office on the weekdays because of work, but you have tomorrow off, don't you? And you said you didn't have any plans. That was true. I was told that I haven't taken any of my leave, so I was told to take tomorrow off, but still... Seriously? Please? I want to hurry up and submit the certificate. It makes me nervous. Well, fine then. Seriously? I guess I have no choice. All that being said, this senior colleague had been good to me ever since I entered the company. It's a celebratory thing, and I'm bored anyway, so I guess I can go to just get the paperwork for him. That's super helpful! Let me treat you to drinks! It's not like I did it so that he would buy me drinks, but that night, we went out for a few drinks. So on my day off, I went to the city to get a marriage certificate, even though I wasn't getting married. The next day... Here, give this to the receptionist downstairs. My senior colleague and I were scheduled for different external meetings, and I wasn't able to see him when my boss gave me a piece of paper. What's this? This is the certificate for the client that's coming. We need the receptionist to be aware of what's going on. I see. It's an important document then. That reminds me, isn't somebody pretty high up coming next time? Normally in sales, we're the ones to go to the client, so it was rare. And that's why he probably wants to be fully prepared in advance. But that means I have to go see the receptionist. All of the receptionists in the company were cute, so it made me nervous. I wonder if my life would have been more easy if I had the same spirit as everybody else, to just go after them. Sheesh, as usual, she's way too cold today. She didn't even try to look in my direction. I mean, there's no denying that she's beautiful, but... As I was heading towards the reception, I passed by some colleagues who were complaining as they were on their way back in. It looks like he must have tried to approach her again today, and failed. Even though he's pretty popular in the company too. That's what I was thinking as I continued towards the reception desk. Sadly, the only person that was there was the beautiful, cold Ikuto.
Can I help you with something?
Whoa there, that was very cold for a receptionist. Oh, it's not like I'm talking to you because I wanted to hit on you.
Is that so?
Well, since everybody just now was trying to do that, I can understand why she would doubt me, but I was only there to hand her paperwork anyway. I came here to give you some paperwork that's apparently important.
Really?
Why are you so cautious?
No, it's not that I'm being curious, it's just...
I didn't really understand, but I should just hurry up and hand her the paperwork and get it over with. Here, this is what I wanted to give you. Shoot! I made a mistake! Sorry, it wasn't this one. It's this one.
I see.
Wait, what does she mean, I see? More importantly, I can't believe I just pulled out the marriage certificate I was supposed to give to my senior colleague! I'm sad at my own stupidity! Anyway, I need to hurry up and switch the papers! Sorry, can I get that back?
I understand.
Wait, hey! Why did you write your name there?
I'm sorry, I don't have my seal to sign it right now.
That's not what I'm saying! What happened when I looked away? Huh? Since when was my name also on the paper?
That reminds me, I hadn't exchanged contact information with you, Mr. Asagi.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's because Ikuto herself hadn't exchanged with anybody, including myself.
Let's hurry up and exchange numbers.
Okay. I didn't really understand, but for some reason, she was asking me for my number. The marriage certificate. Thank goodness I gotten two, just in case. Wait, this is not okay! Whoa, you scared me. At this point, I didn't care about my senior colleague's marriage certificate. The problem was the other marriage certificate that was about to become official with just a seal. Haruma, did you get the marriage certificate for me? At that moment, I finally realized that my senior colleague was right beside me. Yes, sir, of course. Oh, I knew I could count on you, Isagi. Thanks. There's one certificate that's empty, and there's one that has my name and Ikuto's name written on it already. Which would you like? Wait. Where did that second option just come from? I didn't really understand either. Anyway, I went back to the office, and I told him everything that happened that morning. And then he refused to believe anything I said. Your imagination really is amazing. I'm not lying though, and there's no way that I would sign a marriage certificate, even as a joke. Well, that's a good point. Why was he not understanding well without that explanation? In that case, that's interesting. I never could have imagined that that beautiful ice queen would be interested in marrying you. So do you think that that's what this means? Well, if it wasn't what this means, then she probably wouldn't have signed that marriage certificate. I guess that is true. To be honest, I'd only thought of her as a fellow colleague. I couldn't find any reason why she would like me. As we were talking about that, I got a message on my cell phone.
Hello, it's me. I know this is sudden, but will you please tell me your address?
It was from none other than the Ice Queen herself. Not only that, but she was asking for my address. What's the matter? I guess I can send my address for now. Maybe she just needs it for something related to work. So what have I got to lose?
Good evening, Mr. Asagi.
Huh? That was all I thought of it until that night. For some reason, at my door, Ikuto was standing there. Why are you at my house?
I didn't have it with me this morning, so this time I brought my seal with me.
Oh. But wait, are you being serious about that?
Isn't that why you handed me a marriage certificate in the first place?
Anybody should be able to see that that was just a mistake.
Anyway, it's a little bit cold outside, so can you please let me in so we can talk?
Sure. It felt very unnatural to be having this conversation, but I didn't want to speak in the hallway and get complaints from the neighbors either. So for now, I decided to let Ikuto into my place.
So, this is your house, Mr. Asagi.
When she came inside, she looked around like she was inspecting the place. Even though I had this beautiful girl in my apartment, I was sad that there wasn't an inkling of a good time in sight.
It's a lot bigger than I expected.
Well, I did prioritize a big place when I was looking. Although for that reason, the rent was pretty high. That being said, I do want a slightly bigger room though. Being able to stretch out in a place was relaxing. I could also put all kinds of things around and relax at home.
Well, then let's look for a bigger room for our new apartment together.
What?
I also prefer a spacious room, so
What?
what about this apartment here? That's a good one. What do you think, Mr. Asagi?
What? Excuse me, can I leave this one over here?
I will, yes, that goes right there. You're just staring there out into space. Is something wrong?
What? No, wait. Everything is happening way too fast! Before I knew it, it had passed. I finally came back to Earth, and my voice echoed throughout the new house!
What? You're saying this now, Mr. Asagi?
You're right, it's a little bit late. I'm sorry! Because we're already living together, aren't we?
I understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Asagi.
That's right. Well, yeah. Not only had we already sealed the marriage certificate, we had already started living together. Everything was happening so fast that I wanted to say so many things, but surely Ikuto would understand.
We are getting married, so we should call each other by our first names.
Or not. No, that's not what I'm saying. Why are we already moving together?
Because that way we said we would be able to rent a nice place and that rent would become cheaper, right?
That reminds me. I do feel like we had a conversation like that. Well, then what about the marriage?
I was being approached by a lot of guys, so I thought that you were the same kind, Haruma.
That's an assumption. I never once hit on you, ma'am.
Does that mean that you don't want to?
To be honest, for someone like me who has never had a girlfriend before, being able to marry somebody this beautiful wasn't even possible in my wildest dreams. No, I'm not against marriage.
Well, then fine. I am inexperienced, but I look forward to it.
Did she just route it out at that? That being said, we did need to have more serious conversations about it. We weren't even dating, and suddenly marriage? There were a lot of problems about that. So I asked her to wait to turn in the marriage certificate to the city office for now. It's so fast. It's all happening so fast that I can't keep up. Well, I mean, I am happy about it. It's even hard for the main character of rom-coms to marry somebody that's this beautiful. But why would Ikuto want to marry someone like me? I don't get it. She hasn't shown any of her intentions, so I don't get it at all.
Haruma? Don't just lay around. Can you get the plates out, please? Is there a problem?
No. She's calling me by my first name in an apron. This definitely feels like newlyweds. But wait, I didn't know you made dinner.
Yes, apparently there's a general assumption that the wife should be preparing the meals, so...
Apparently?
What am I supposed to do? I've never been married before, so...
Well, yeah. Most people wouldn't get married multiple times. But if we're going to be living together, then I guess it would be necessary to separate our duties. If Ikuto was going to cook the meals, then I should at least help with setting up the table. Alright, well then, let me get the plates.
This interaction really feels like we're newlyweds.
Stop it. Even though I thought the same thing. Hey, I know this might be coming too late, but
You have a lot of things to say too late today.
this place, it's a one-bedroom, isn't it? I was wondering what we're going to do when we sleep.
Why are you asking such an obvious thing? The only option is that we're going to sleep together.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like I said, things are moving way too fast! Don't you think this is definitely not right? Already sleeping together? I totally thought that I would be sleeping in the living room, and I thought that's why we bought a sofa bed!
I think it's more strange and not right for two people who signed a marriage certificate together not to sleep together.
According to society, that's true.
Or, wait a minute. Are you asking for the step beyond this?
Hearing those words out of Ikuto's mouth, I couldn't help but feel my face flush red. It was true that there was only one thing that an adult male and female would do in the same bed. Well, two things actually. But on top of that, the female in this case was the most beautiful woman in the company, which meant that my actions for the next step were already obvious and decided, but for tonight, let's not.
Oh, is that so? That's true. I'm pretty tired today as well, so if you want it from me, then it would be difficult.
So it would just be difficult.
Well, we are a married couple, so...
Huh? But we haven't submitted the marriage certificate yet. But to her, apparently it's already official. And then I felt the feeling of regret come over me, that I just wasted an opportunity. The next day, for some reason, there was a big commotion around the office. Hey sir, things are a lot more hectic than usual today. Even at the entrance, there were a lot more male employees gathered around than usual. I wonder if something happened.
Have you seriously not noticed yet?
Notice what?
This morning, apparently 2 certain employees submitted an official address change to HR.
Interesting. Now that I think about it, I made sure to submit my address changes this morning because I would change my commute to work.
And then those 2 certain employees had the same address.
Interesting. I guess coincidences do happen. Wait a minute.
I'm talking about you, Isaki!
I'm very sorry. To be honest, midway through I had a feeling. Right when he mentioned the address change, I did start to have a slightly bad feeling. Why is all of this happening so suddenly?
You! How did you get that Ice Queen to be yours?
Get her, huh? I'd love to know the answer to that too.
What was that?
No, nothing, sir. Seriously, why did Ikuto think that she would want to marry a guy like me? I didn't get it.
Welcome home.
Hey. When I got home, Ikuto was already there. Not only that, but she was welcoming me home in an apron. Whatever it was, I could feel a tickle in my chest coming home like this. I didn't know that you were home already.
Receptionists have a lot less work than the sales department. So we need the main breadwinner of this household to work very hard.
I work hard to live my life every single day. I can tell by looking at you at work.
Is that so?
I was just trying to make a little joke, but she kindly took it seriously. Where did the Ice Queen go? I thought that she was just going to say, "We don't have enough money, you loser," and brush me off. Hey, I've been wanting to ask you this whole time, but
What is it?
why did you think about marrying me? Even if I handed her the paper as a mistake, there should be no reason for her to write her own name on it, which meant that the reason we ended up in this current situation had to have been based on Ikuto's intentions.
Because I had a crush on you.
What?
Because I like you.
Excuse me?
Do you remember what happened when we first entered the company?
Yeah, I guess I do. When we first entered the company, she wasn't that cold, was she? Thanks to that, she held the interest of countless male employees. Well, there's no denying that she still is really popular.
At that time, it was really hard for me because, well, I wasn't very comfortable with men.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
Judging by your reaction, looks like you don't remember.
Whoa. There are those cold eyes, pointed at me. I was trying to be careful not to provoke those.
Whatever, it's fine. I already knew that you didn't remember anyway.
Even if she said that, my memory wasn't great. My mind was swimming. You can just be cold to them and brush them off.
What?
If you're going to be nice to people that you're not even interested in, and have them misunderstand your intentions and upset you, then you should just be cold to them. If you're just beating yourself up by their interest in you, then there's no point. The most important thing isn't others. It's yourself. Oh! I remember I said that. From what I remember, when she was exhausted from being chased by too many guys, that's what I said. At that time, I only said it because I didn't want her to quit. But
Thanks to your words, Haruma, I was able to become a lot more comfortable. And thanks to that, I am able to maintain my mental health now.
although there are definitely more upset employees thanks to that too.
And plus, you didn't try to chase after me like the others.
Because I thought you were an unattainable flower. I didn't think that someone with zero relationship experience like me could ever date. And that's why, when my senior colleague told me that he was getting married, it was a complicated feeling for me.
So, how does it feel, now that you have that unattainable flower?
Hey, wait!
If I didn't like you, then I wouldn't have signed the marriage certificate that you handed me as a mistake.
When you put it like that, that's true. That being said, I didn't think that there was anything she would like about me.
More than anything, even without that, I was starting to think about asking you out with marriage in the future.
What? Really? If Haruma in the past had heard this, he would be jumping up and down with both arms in the air.
And yet, you never came to see me at my desk, not once.
Well, it wasn't exactly an approachable situation.
I didn't have your phone number, and we were in different departments. Do you know how hard that is?
Why is it that I was starting to feel a little bit bad?
Haruma, do you hate this? Being married to me?
Hate is a strong word. If I did, I wouldn't be living with you right now.
Is that so?
If I did, honestly, things wouldn't have progressed to this. To be able to marry the most beautiful woman in the company, this dream will probably never come to me again, in the past or present. Time kept flying, and then another week went by.
So, what's the word on the meeting today?
To be honest, I have a really good feeling about it.
That's why you're the best. Wait,
Hey, is it true that you changed your last name? Wait, don't tell me that your new name is...
Well, it did change, but what does that have to do with any of you?
So, how is it? How do you feel about this scene?
How do I feel? Well, how do I say this? I can't exactly say that I feel like I've won when I see all the same male employees.
Haruma!
Hey, wait! Mina! From the reception desk, she came running to me. And to that, I couldn't help but be surprised.
Why not? We don't get to see each other much because of your schedule. Oh, by the way,
Grabbing onto my arm, Mina looked up at me with a slightly devilish smile.
let's go home together today, honey.
The most beautiful woman in the company, the Ice Queen. I never could have imagined that making a mistake and handing her the wrong piece of paper would turn out like this. Not even in my wildest dreams. But I'm happy. And there was no mistake about that.